Dear students, today we will study friction spinning. Before this, we have already studied open and spinning systems. So this is another spinning system based on the principle open and spinning. This is called friction spinning, and in this case, as you can see in the diagram, that open fibers are fed. So in this case, draw frame sliver is fed. After opening, fibers are completely opened, and these fibers are then allowed to fall between the two perforated drums. The drums are rotating and their surface is perforated, and an internal vacuum is also there. After the fibers have been deposited on the surface between these two drums, an open yarn and a seed yarn is introduced, and this yarn is also continuously withdrawn also. So the open yarn and takes the fibers which are coming, and in this case the twisting is done with a different principle. What is that? The yarn is rotating due to friction between these two drums, due to friction between yarn and the perforated drum. So as the drums are rotating and yarn is lying in between them, so yarn is also rotating, and due to rotation of the yarn, the twist is inserted, and the fibers are coming from the top, and the yarn is getting twist and withdrawn also, as shown in this diagram. So this is the basic principle of the friction spinning. So the opened fibers are reassembling between the perforated drums, and drums are having vacuum because suction is there. So as the twist is inserted due to friction between yarn and the drum, that's why it is called friction spinning. This spinning system was invented by Dr. Ernest Ferrer. That's why it is also called draft spinning system. So they have introduced three models: draft 1, draft 2, draft 3. So all are having different features. In this case, the fineness of the resultant yarn will be dependent upon the mass of the fiber which is fed per unit of time and the withdrawal speed. So depending upon these two factors, the fineness of the yarn will be determined. And how the twist will be decided? Twist will be decided by the relationship between yarn end revolution, and withdrawal speed. But in this case, the twist is not exactly that I have told you. There is a slippage also between yarn and the drums, and that's why the the twist is not exactly as I have told you the formula, that it is dependent upon the yarn revolutions and the withdrawal speed. So we can say there are different units of the machine. Number one is opening of the fiber strand. That opening of the draw frame sliver takes place, and then acceleration of the fibers, then collecting the fibers between the drums, and then imparting strength by twisting, and then final yarn is withdrawn also, and then winding on a cross wound package. In this case, there can be different variables. What are the variables? For example, in feed, we can have a single sliver feed or multiple sliver feed, as in case of draft 2 and draft 3. There can be one opening roller and there can be two opening rollers also, as in case of draft 3. Then number of friction surfaces, there may be one, as in case of draft 1, only one friction surface is there, and there can be two draft friction surfaces, as in case of draft 2 and draft 3. And these drums, it is not necessary both drums are perforated. It may be possible, the scientists have also tried one perforated drum and one blind drum. And there can be two discs also, one disc and one roller, and two crossed belts may also be there. But the most common features of the friction spinning are single sliver feed, one opening roller, two friction surfaces, means two drums, two perforated drums. These are the common features of this friction spinning. So after feeding and then opening the fibers, there is one point to be noted, that fibers are falling on the surface between the two drums. When they are coming between these two surfaces, disorientation of the fibers takes place. Why? Because previously the fibers were in an open state, straight fibers. When they come between the two drums, so there are chances of fiber buckling, fiber disorientation, and looping. The fiber may take the form of a loop. So disorientation takes place. So there can be different possibilities that the fiber can meet the drums at right angles in the same direction or in opposite direction. So these may also be called right angled guidance of the fibers, forward guidance of the fiber, and backward guidance of the fibers. Another important point to be noted is that in this case the twist, the fibers are taking the twist by means of friction, and it is very important. In this case, the coefficient of friction and the contact pressure of the yarn on the drums is an important parameter. The slippage is there, and this slip is also variable, and that's why the variation in twist is also there. So in this case, one revolution of the twisting element can generate several turns of twist. Why? Because there is a lot of difference between the diameter of the drum and the diameter of the yarn. So one revolution of the twisting element drum will introduce several turns of twist in the yarn, and in this case this ratio is up to 1:100 or 1:200. So there is a high transmission ratio of the twist. But surprisingly, that whole twist is not transferred due to slippage. Yarn takes up only 15 to 40% of the drum rotations. So in this case, very high speeds are possible, up to 500 meters per minute. But generally, we are not running this machine at 500 meters per minute because we are getting very uneven yarn, and strength is also less. So we are getting the best results at 200 meters per minute. So we may vary the speed as per our requirement of the yarn. Yarn tension is very low. Another salient feature is that yarn tension is very low. So we can summarize the advantage and disadvantage of the friction spinning. So advantages are very high delivery speeds are possible up to 500 meters per minute, and production cost is very less, and elimination of rewinding because the tension is very low. Elimination of rewinding is there. Breakage rate is very less. We are getting a yarn similar to ring spun yarn. There are no wrapper fibers as in case of open end spinning or air jet spinning. Evenness is good, and there is a soft handle of the yarn is there. But what are the disadvantages? The disadvantages are very low yarn strength, and there is a snarling tendency in the yarn also. That is very high. Snarling tendency is that when the yarn is allowed to hang freely in the atmosphere, it curls around itself if one end is left free. This causes problem in the further processes, in weaving, knitting, or whatever is the process. So high number of fibers are needed in the yarn cross section because of low strength, and it is very difficult to keep the spinning conditions constant. And another big disadvantage is that we will require high air consumption because of the suction required at the perforated drums. And as we increase the spinning speed, the unevenness and the imperfections increase, and yarn strength is also reduced. So these were advantages and disadvantages of the friction spinning. That's why it is having some limited use. So we will continue our discussions on the next turn, and with this we are finishing this lecture, and we will meet on the next lecture. Okay, bye.